to Smarty R, and today we're going to look at a very simple quick video to replace and reinstall a light bulb for your number plate holder. So here's the offending article. Now, rather than just pull it out, I thought I'd show you the mechanics of how it works. So there's the spring-loaded clamp, I suppose you want to call it, that holds it in place. And all we're going to do is insert a medium-sized slotted screwdriver in the aperture, the hole, as you can see here. Push it straight up and then just give it a little tug towards the side. And as you can see, the mechanics of it, it relieves the tension on the spring like that. That's all we're doing. You don't need to be aggressive with it, you don't need to twist it, just push it in, give it a slight tilt or pull to the back like this, and out it comes. Now, it can be a bit stuck at first with all the road grime, etc., but it does come. So here's the article again. It's all pulled out for you to have a look at. And next thing I'm going to do is look at removing it from the electrical connector. And again, same thing applies here. It could have road grime and grit and dirt in there, or may never have been removed. So you have to be a little bit patient with it. You don't go tugging it. It's only got very fragile wires attached to that block connector. But I'll show you how I managed to get it off. It's not difficult at all. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing you should get too stressed over or fear it's going to break. So again, you need your little screwdriver again. This is how I did it. I put it into this slot at the top, and I just give it a little wiggle to try and slacken off any sort of corrosion or grit. And there's a little tab at the top where my thumb is. Look, and you just push it towards the wires. So you just push it down, and then you're supposed to pop it off. But again, you see, it was quite stuck, never been removed. So push it in, and I just gave it a slight rotation then of the screwdriver. Look like this, like a rotation. Just a little wiggle, 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 and off it comes. So here we go. This is the whole housing itself. I think it's very important to see the elements apart before we try and disassemble. So here's the lens. There's two parts to it. There's the releasing lug, and then there are the two locating lugs. So these are the ones that lock it in place. And the tall, skinny single one is the one you press to allow it to pop out. And here's the internals. And there's the obvious bulb or lamp, as its correct name is. Again, never been removed, so as you'll see, it's a bit tricky. So again, it needs a little bit of persuasion. So let's have a little look again. How do we remove the lens? So we've got it out of the housing, we've got it out of its location, and now we need to take the lens cover off. Same principle. It's basically a pressurized lug. It's this lug here. Look. See, I'll try and get a bit closer. Just press it in, and then you do it with your finger mostly. But again, it's still a bit resistant to come out. And you just pull it down. See those locator lugs at the bottom left? Look, on the clear plastic. So just press that tab in and pull it down, and they'll just fall out. Same to put it back in reverse. You put the two locator lugs in first, and then you pop the single one in at the top. And there's a better look at the receiver as well for the block connector. So next, let's get the lamp out, or the bulb. And again, I'm using Mr. Screwdriver, and just give it a little gentle prise up. I did try taking it out with my fingers, but it just wouldn't work. It was just too slippery, too stubborn, and it needed just a little bit of persuasion. And there's the actual bulb itself. And there's a better look at the housing, how it comes out. It's slightly angled. The cradle that the lamp sits in is slightly angled. And to put it in, you just put it in again with your finger, and it'll stop. It'll physically stop. You can't push it in any further. So once you pop the new lamp in, just a case of doing everything in reverse. So you put the locating two lugs in first, and then pop the other end on. idiot-proof electrical connector for this idiot. Look, uh-oh, wrong way round. There you go. It'll only go on one way. Snap that in place, and then a heel and toe. You put the block connector end in first, and then you push it up so that the spring-loaded lug can sit nicely in the housing. Now, if you found this video useful, please, I am aiming for 10,000 subscribers for this year. For a 9-year channel, it's not too bad. And I'd really appreciate it if you could consider subscribing and even liking the video. So there we go, it's working, no problem at all. Cup of tea time.